Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. Right, ghosts. Is there any such thing as good, bad? Yes. And let's put it this way. Did the person that passed over, died, was that type of person an angry person, a placid person, a moody person? This is the person's energy portrayed through into the body. In other words, you, the spirit, or spirits that I'm talking to. In other words, when I say spirit, right, let's understand this, get to the basics. Right, every human being has a spirit. Most human beings have a spirit. Some have other entities in them, or on them, or with them. Allow me to explain a little bit further about that later. We are going to talk purely about ghosts in this video. So, do you have good ghosts? Do you have bad ghosts? Do you have neutral ghosts? Yes. How do I know that? Because I've done a lot of research and I've worked with energies, I've worked with crystals, I'm a Reiki healing master. Does that give me any knowledge? Yes, because I've worked with spirits in the respect of energies, and I've worked with understanding. I try to understand everything about it. I'll give you an analogy. You believe in God. You can't see him. Sometimes you can feel his presence. You can be uplifted by him. You can be touched by him. You can be gifted. I'll give you another analogy. Everything in this world you have in the physical form means nothing. Material things mean nothing. You could be the richest person in the world, or you could be the poorest person in the world. Your material wealth means nothing to your spirit. All it means is an experience it is using the body for. So, in other words, what you come into this world is with nothing, and what you go out of this world is with nothing. And everything in between is just a learning curve for your spirit. To learn about other spirits, your spirit, other entities in every shape and form. Now, ghosts. So what is a ghost? I'll tell you my understanding of what a ghost is. A ghost is a spirit of a person that's passed over that is still in the physical. Let me reword that. They're in the physical earth plane. And when I say plane, it's not an aeroplane. It's a plane, in other words, an existence, a resonant frequency. So those ghosts are in our resonant frequency. In other words, our dimension. Yeah? Well, what is a dimension? It is our time period, or not so much. I'm trying to give you an example, but if you don't understand what a time period is, or you don't know what a dimension is, I'm trying to help you. I'm not saying you're stupid, nothing in the contrary. I'm just trying to give you my perspective, someone that doesn't understand it. So that's what I'm trying to do, is try to help you. I'm not trying to patronise you, do anything like that. It's just purely to help people that don't understand it. So, that being said, so how will this work for you? You've got to understand that you're here for a purpose. Whether you're understanding things, you don't understand things, you're here to learn about everything to do in the physical world. That is the physical plane. What is a spiritual plane? Everything in the spiritual plane is in spiritual, in other words, a non-physical form. So when I say There's an old saying, as it is below, it is above. And when they say that, it only difference is you are doing the same thing above as you are below, but with a non-physical state, if you get what I'm saying. Now, going back to my original question, good, bad, and bad. Yes, there is. And it boils down to your frequency, vibrational state. And when I say vibrational state, it's what you resonate at. In other words, say you are resonate. Sorry about that. Daisy wants to have a little shifty around. Say you're resonating at, say, 10 billion hertz. I'm just giving an example. That's a very high frequency. So let's say a normal person will vibrational state would be 1,000,000 hertz. So that's a lower state. And someone that's probably very negative would say 1,000 hertz. So you see there's a huge difference between someone very high frequency, medium frequency, and low frequency. Why does the frequencies make a difference? Because the higher frequency, you are more nearer to the spiritual realm. In other words, you are resonating at a frequency high above what the normal resonating frequency is. In other words, you're more experiencing things that are in the spiritual world. In other words, you are perhaps a clairvoyant, clairaudience, or a medium that can hear, see, and feel. Yeah? I'll leave that to the mediums to interpret. And then someone that's just coming into this, their own frequency is on the up, because what they want to do, they want to learn and understand all about what's this all about. So I've been there, I've done it, and I know what I'm talking about, because that's how I feel. I can only give you my perspective on what I think and what I understand. Don't get me right, I might be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, and I don't pretend to be things I'm not. I'm not pretending to be a medium of any shape or form. I'm just a David that knows more than probably the average. But I'm not saying I know more than the average. I'm just saying what I know is probably more than the average. It depends on what the person wants to do in their life, what they've learnt in their life, where they want to go in their life. So all these things take relevance to what you want to do. And I suppose really and truly, my understanding of this is, what was the purpose of life? Why are we here? Those are the fundamental questions I have. And I've learnt so much over the years, and I realise that there's more to life than we'll ever realise, because when we die, our bodies die. Our body's just a vessel for our spirit. So if you see what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying, is that the spirit is learning from the physical world and what we live in, and our body is interconnected with the spiritual side of things. So our spirit is learning from all the body senses, all the body's knowledge, and all the body's interpretations of things. So it's a fascinating field to start going into, and I hope you found this video interesting, because I love making videos about ghosts, spirits, and entities, and everything else. I think the next video we'll talk about ETs and what their purposes are and what my understanding is. So that'll be an interesting video for you to watch. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, you'll hear lots more of these lovely videos. So until the next time, bye for now, and bye bye from Daisy too.